So I mentioned yesterday that I was going to try out a new way of marking and checking off my next actions. I drew a line here so that this sort of becomes the boxes. Like if I had another next action here, like it, I'm just gonna write placeholder. This would be the box. So it's easy to make the box because the line is already drawn. It's, you know, yeah. And then when I do the thing, I fill it in. So if there are no next actions, there are no boxes either to fill in. And the point of this was that I wanted to keep the text, but the text tends to distract me. I feel like I haven't done the thing if I haven't totally obliterated the text. But today, well, I didn't have very many obligatory tasks for the day, so it kind of worked. A stressful day might be more difficult. Like tomorrow I need to go, I need to travel, so there are like buses and trains I need to catch, and a meeting and a ballet I will go to in the evening, so it might be more confusing to not sort of cross it out, but we'll see. It worked today. It does bug me a little bit that these boxes aren't filled in, even though there aren't any next actions. But maybe, oh, okay. Like before, I've had this box of done that I fill in when the day is done. I could fill, because there aren't any more things I need to do today, so I could fill them in just to mark that the day is over. There we go. But the thing is, I've used this before as a way, I haven't talked about this, but even though I've crossed off all my tasks here, if there are things I want to achieve that are on my tracker, I leave this uncrossed, unfilled in, whatever. I don't mark the box of done until I've done, for example, my exercising or whatever it is. So I could view this final little box at the bottom here as my box of done. So I'll leave this unfilled in, that sounds very non-English, to mark that there's still something over here I need to do. I'll give it a whirl. And I did the same thing here with my next action. So this actually, if you can sort of think away these crossed out things here, if this was only text, so there's text and then this becomes a whole, like a what do you call it? Just a line. When I've filled in all the boxes, it becomes just a line. It might look good when everything is filled in. Like what I would keep from this time in my life is a list of next actions and a line in gold on either side. Like that's, yeah, I can live with that. But it's more confusing on this spread to see all the text, even though the tasks are done. But I think part of the confusion stems from some of them being crossed out and others not. So I don't think I can really evaluate this setup before I can do it on a spread where I'm using the same system throughout. So what I could do is to glue a new piece of paper and rewrite all this, which I might do, I might not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not today, but that is an option, just to see if it works. Also, as part of this experiment, I am trying out this thing. It's loosely based on the old system, to quote Black Books. If you haven't seen Black Books, you need to. Anyway, I've painted over Monday. I've painted over Monday because it's done, but I'm thinking I might do this as, you know, to keep it see-through. It's watercolor, and I'll paint over this day as well, but very lightly, you know, with a light touch, so that you can see all the next actions through the color, but you still get a very sort of visual, whatchamacallit, it's very easy to see which days are done. So, I mean, I won't even look at Monday because it's all painted over. But with watercolor instead of acrylics, you can see through to the tasks I did carry out underneath. So this becomes like a supplement to the actual memory keeping spreads that I keep in my journaling section. But this is more, I mean, in the journaling section, I summarize the day and put the most important thing that happened. Whereas here, I keep all the stuff that I did. And I'm not sure I want to do that in this way, but I'm trying it out. I also tried out my new project journaling thing this morning for this red project. The far green country, you know, the goal, the map, how to get there, no ideas at all, apparently. Tailwinds, you know what I've got going for me, and shoals, lots of shoals. I was afraid of everything this morning, and I wrote about that here. I mean, I do like the setup, the way I organize this, but the problem is, or not the problem, but the question is where to do this, because right now it's in the front book, which makes sense. It's journaling, it's it sort of fits there. I don't want it in the back book because I want room to structure my projects and like jot down random notes to do with the different projects. So I need room for that. But the problem is that today I set up my January book. It's not going to be green once I'm finished with it. But what I did was, this is an old calendar or planner. I ripped out everything. It's from 2019. So I ripped out all the pages and sewed in my own signatures. So at the front here I have the beginnings of a monthly booklet. And here are the journaling pages. Because I get so sick of painting all the pages when I prep them in my journaling section. You know, it takes such a long time to prep all these pages, and I thought if I use papers that I've already dyed and papers from books, like secondhand books that I've butchered, and design paper, then I get some of that color for free, as it were. It's already done. So I like that aspect of it. The problem is that there are not enough pages to journal about projects. I counted the pages and there are 150 pages of journaling, which is more than enough for my regular journaling, because I generally write 4 pages per day, which means I only need like 120 pages for a month. But then if I am to journal about each and every project area of my life, I need 66 pages for that, because there are 33 project areas. So I need 40 more pages. But if I put them in here, this will become too bulky. I like... It doesn't really... It opens up anyway, but this is a good thickness. So, again, the problem of where to house my project journaling. I might put an insert here in the middle, but that also adds bulk. That's the constant problem for me, the bulk. But yeah, it might be a good idea because you know you can keep your project journaling separate. You archive it separately, perhaps, if you keep it in an insert like this. But I'm not sure. So I'll get back to you on that one. But those are the things I'm trying out today. Always with the new stuff.